The observation chamber of the Zalith Dominion floated above the scarred surface of Caraxes 9, a world classified as a Class 7 death world. Acid storms swept across jagged black continents, lightning clawed perpetually at the sky, and predators evolved faster than most civilizations could invent weapons. At the center of the chamber stood Varela of the Zalith, a towering insectoid noble whose iridescent exoskeleton shimmered with ceremonial markings. Her multifaceted eyes glowed with cruel amusement as she studied the lone figure restrained within the gravity field. The human looked unimpressive. He was smaller than expected, wrapped in a torn exploration suit, blood dried along one side of his face. His posture was relaxed despite the fact that every species present knew the gravity field could crush bone with a single adjustment. Varela clicked her mandibles in laughter. "You should flee, human," she mocked, her voice translated into the chamber by hovering drones. "Your kind does not survive places like Caraxes 9. You're fragile. Temporary." The human looked up slowly. His eyes were dark, focused, not pleading. "I know," he said calmly. "That's why you should let me go." The chamber fell silent. Varela laughed again, louder this time. "Arrogance from a dying species. You are a curiosity, nothing more. A single human scout wandering where even war fleets hesitate to travel." Around them, other Zalith nobles watched with interest. Humans were new to the galactic stage, barely 2 centuries into faster-than-light travel. Soft worlds, weak bodies, short lifespans. Deathworlders they were not. Or so the Dominion believed. Beginning, the capture. The human's name was Elias Crow, though the Zalith records would later rename him the one who stayed. Elias had not been supposed to be there. His mission was simple: map gravitational anomalies near Caraxes 9's orbit and return data to Earth Command. But Caraxes 9 had other plans. Its storms interfered with navigation. Its gravity-warped engines. His ship, Wayfarer, had crashed into a basalt canyon crawling with apex predators. Elias survived because humans always did. He adapted. He hunted creatures twice his size. He learned which plants burned flesh and which neutralized venom. He walked through acid rain wrapped in scavenged hides. For 3 weeks, he lived where no sentient being was meant to survive. And then the Zalith found him. They had been watching the planet for centuries, harvesting resources with automated drones, never daring to land. When their sensors detected a living sapient moving freely across the surface, they assumed it was a malfunction. When they realized it was human, curiosity turned to opportunity. A Deathworlder captured alive would be valuable. Elias did not resist when the stasis field took him. He had already learned something vital. Caraxes 9 was afraid of him. Middle, the mockery. "You endured the storms," Varela said, pacing slowly around the gravity field. "Impressive for your species. But endurance is not power." Elias shrugged. "You'd be surprised." Varela gestured, and a hologram flickered to life. Images of Earth. Blue oceans. Green forests. Mild weather. "A cradle world," she sneered. "Soft gravity. Predictable seasons. Life that coddles instead of tests. Your biology is inefficient. Your bones weak. Your skin unarmored." Elias studied the image quietly. "Do you know why Earth looks like that?" he asked. Varela tilted her head. "Because it is inferior." "No," Elias replied. "Because we won." The nobles clicked in confusion. Elias continued, his voice steady. "Earth used to be violent. Supervolcanoes. Ice ages. Mass extinctions. Everything that couldn't adapt died. Everything that could became us." Varela waved dismissively. "Words. You are still alone. Still trapped." Am I? Elias asked. She smiled, sharp and confident. This chamber exists outside your ship's sensor range. Your distress signal was blocked the moment we took you. No one is coming. Elias nodded slowly. That's good, he said. The smile faltered. Because if Earth thought I was in danger, Elias continued, they'd already be on their way. Varela laughed again, but this time it sounded forced. With what fleet? Your species has no war record worth noting. Elias met her gaze. Because we haven't lost yet. The first crack. To test him, Varela ordered the gravity field weakened. Let us see how a human handles pressure, she said. The field adjusted. Bones should have snapped. Organs should have ruptured. Elias exhaled slowly and bent his knees. Pain lanced through his body, but he remained standing. The chamber murmured. Varela's eyes narrowed. Increase it. The pressure rose again. Elias dropped to one knee, breathing hard, blood dripping from his nose. Still alive. Humans evolved under constant injury, he rasped. We heal wrong. Faster. Stronger. Scar tissue isn't failure, it's reinforcement. Varela stepped back. End this. One noble hissed. Kill it. No, Varela said sharply. I want to understand. She deactivated the gravity field entirely. Elias collapsed, but laughed softly as he caught his breath. See, he said. You should have let me go. The revelation. Alarms suddenly screamed through the chamber. A Dominion officer burst in. High Noble. Multiple unidentified vessels have entered the system. They appeared inside our detection perimeter. Varela froze. Impossible. The officer's voice shook. They came through manipulated gravity wells. The same ones near Caraxis 9. Elias closed his eyes. Told you, he murmured. A massive hologram filled the chamber. Human ships, scarred and asymmetrical, built for endurance rather than elegance. Their hulls bore burn marks, impact plating, and weapons powered by unstable physics the Dominion had deemed too dangerous to pursue. One ship transmitted a message. This is Earth Defense Fleet, a calm voice announced. You are holding one of ours. Release him. Now. Varela turned slowly toward Elias. You said no one was coming. Elias smiled faintly. I said I didn't call them. Her blood, clear and shimmering, ran cold. Ending the legend. The Zalith Dominion surrendered without firing a shot. They would later learn why humans were called Deathworlders, not because their planets were deadly, but because humans carried death with them. Adaptation. Persistence. A refusal to break. Elias was released, escorted back to the Wayfarer, now repaired by Earth engineers who had landed on Caraxis 9 without hesitation. Before leaving, Elias turned back to Varela one last time. You weren't wrong, he said. I should flee. She watched him warily. But humans don't run from death worlds, he finished. We turn them into home. As the fleet departed, the Dominion updated its records. Earth. Class 7 Death World. Humans. Apex survivors. Recommendation. Do not provoke. Do not mock. Do not corner. And across the galaxy, a new legend spread of the human who was told to flee and calmly answered in a way that changed everything.